A candidate is well prepared for their interview if they research the company, the role, and the interviewer themselves. Be prepared to speak to how you might acquire some of the skills that you don't have and how you'll learn and grow in the role. Hi, my name is Sophia Hall, and I'm a senior sales recruiter here at Splunk, as well as the recruiting lead for our Black Employees and Mentors Employee Resource Group. Today, I'm going to go over Splunk's application and interview process, as well as give you a few tips and tricks on how to interview and make yourself stand out. First and most importantly, make sure that you're in a quiet space. Do show up on time, make sure that you have a clear connection, and make sure that you have the most recent version of whatever software you'll need downloaded onto your computer to avoid any technical snags. Business casual is completely fine. We're a tech company, so there's absolutely no need to wear a suit. I don't even remember the last time I wore a suit. Do treat this like a regular interview. Don't get distracted by notifications on your computer or your phone, because that little tick, tick, tick can be just as distracting to your interviewer as it is to you. A candidate is well prepared for their interview if they research the company, the role, and the interviewer themselves. That means you'll want to learn as much as you can about Splunk's products, their go-to-market strategy, competitors, and challenges as you can. You can find a lot of great collateral on our website, on our YouTube channels, and by researching what our customers and analysts have to say about Splunk. Make sure that you review the job description and familiarize yourself with the skills and experiences that this particular role calls for. Don't forget to look up your interviewer on LinkedIn and learn as much as you can about them. Finding something in common with them is always a great way to break the ice at the beginning of an interview. Splunk is a remote-first company. When I'm interviewing people for remote roles, I'm looking to assess their passion and efficiency in working from home. I might ask about the different tools for collaboration that they've used in the past, such as Slack, Salesforce, email, Asana, Jira, etc. Most importantly, I'm looking for their passion for working remotely. There are 4 main stages to Splunk's interview process. First, in the recruiter screen, that's my opportunity to do my thing. I'll be assessing whether candidates have the basic core competencies to be successful in the job and if they meet Splunk's values: innovative, disruptive, passionate, open, and fun. Next, candidates move on to meet with the hiring manager for the role. This is a deep dive conversation in which the hiring manager may ask both situational and behavioral based questions. Next, candidates enter the team interview part of the process. The last stage of our interview process is usually meeting with the team executive or doing some sort of presentation. A candidate should always come ready to highlight their biggest successes with evidence of how they directly contributed to that success. Be prepared to speak to why it was challenging, how you overcame multiple sets of objections, and what you did differently in this situation than you did in others. Don't be afraid to toot your own horn. Interviewing is the time for it. In terms of work experience, it's obviously important to have some sort of overlap with the job that you're applying to, but absolutely don't need to meet all the bullet points on a job description in order to apply. If you can show me that you have tackled challenging new problems and learned and grown from them, you will embody the growth mindset that we're looking for and stand out from the crowd. Splunk is deeply committed not just to hiring underrepresented talent, but also to growing and retaining us. This means that we strive to provide and enable people with all of the tools they need to be successful. One of our values is fun. So if you work here, you'll be surrounded by super cool people, just like me. If you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around. Remember, the number one thing you can do in an interview is be yourself. No one else can be you, so you should be loudly and proudly.